Aretha Franklin was an American soul singer. She was dubbed the Queen of Soul, and she was hugely successful and influential. She grew up singing in Baptist church circles. She was soloing by the age of 12 and touring with her father, who was a traveling preacher and acted as her manager. She got a recording contract at the age of 18 in 1960 and has recorded many records, done many concerts, received many accolades and awards, and died at the age of 76 in 2018. She had a somewhat turbulent life. She conceived her first child at age 12. She had four children in total and two marriages, and a lifelong struggle with weight issues. But she was also known for her activism for race and women's rights and for Indigenous peoples around the world. Hi, my name's Dan, and this is a mini album review of Young, Gifted and Black by Aretha Franklin, which was released in 1972 and was her 18th studio album, and my first time listening to it. Now, I associate Aretha Franklin more with 60s than with 70s, but obviously here we are in the 70s. I would say this is predominantly soul and Acclaimed music call it have given it the genres deep soul and smooth soul. Um, I don't really know what either of those mean, but soul I'm fairly confident about. But it encompasses things that are from the more funk stuff of rock steady to the more gospel and like the border song brackets Holy Moses, which is actually an Elton John song. There's quite a variety here, but all of it belongs somewhere on the soul slash R&B spectrum. Um, Normally, I talk more about the music first and then the voice, but Aretha Franklin is a voice that really is the best thing here. It's glorious. It always is. I love her voice. I love her delivery. It never feels like the Frank Sinatra veneer. Uh, she often feels like she really pours her soul into her singing. She's equally at home, belting it out, giving the high notes, the strong stuff, and the more gentle stuff. She's got an amazing range and expression, and on top of that, a great tone for her voice. She's maybe a little lacking in consonants, but that's the nature of her voice. She also plays piano, so that's here quite a bit, and I'm impressed with her piano playing. There's quite a few other musicians on here. Names that I recognised included Donny Hathaway and Billy Preston on keys, Dr. John percussion on one track. I think you might blink and miss him. The Memphis Horns, which is one of the great horn sections. So they used to have house bands for in particular labels in the US, and they had particular. A couple of them had horn sections, and the Memphis Horns was one of those. Some really nice bass playing from a guy whose name I didn't recognise, Chuck Rainey. So I'm going to try and embed that in my head. I really enjoyed that. The songs are by quite a number of people, several of them by Aretha. So quite a few singers of this kind of soul type would be people who would sing other people's songs and not play any instruments. And Aretha plays the piano, sings, and writes songs. And all these things go to increase my I was going to say respectful, awe, I think is the right word for the way I feel about Aretha. She's just so amazing. So several of the songs here are written by her, including the engaging song First Snow in Kokomo. It's quite a light song, but it's nicely written. I enjoyed it. It's got a song by Elton John, as I said. There's a song by Beatles. There's a song by Bacharach and David. And the title song is a song by Nina Simone. And you can't go far wrong if you're using a Nina Simone song, another person that I have a huge amount of respect for. Some of it sounds of its time. Maybe at times, if I've got a criticism, it's that the strings are a little overdone at times, but that was very much the early 70s. It was a thing. Otherwise, it's a great album from a great artist, I am really starting to love Aretha Franklin's stuff. One of the reasons for me embarking on this stupid uh, quest to review these 3,000 albums, and it is stupid, it's a huge undertaking. It's going to take me, I reckon, about 10 years in total, and I'm in fact just over two-fifths of the way through here. But one of the impetuses for this is to actually make me listen to stuff that I thought, oh yeah, that might be good, and actually discover it and do it properly. And Aretha Franklin is one of the people who I have more than confirmed my opinion of her through doing this. I really, really enjoy her stuff. So I love this album. But I'd love to know what you think of this album. So please, will you share that with me by leaving me a comment? And that's it from me for now.
The first snow in Kokomo, off in